Η παρουσία μου σε αυτό το ταξίδι στις ΗΠΑ έχει αποκλειστικά να κάνει με να παρουσιάσουμε την Κύπρο 2 χρόνια μετά την ανάληψη της διακυβέρνησης του τόπου ως ένας ελκυστικός επενδυτικός προορισμός για τις ΗΠΑ και χαίρομαι. Χαίρομαι γιατί μέχρι στιγμή επαφές μου εδώ στην Νέα Υόρκη υπάρχει έντονο ενδιαφέρον. Όπως γνωρίζετε, αύριο θα μεταβώ επίσης στο Τέξας για συναντήσεις με ενεργειακούς κολοσσούς σε σχέση με τα τεκτενόμενα στην περιοχή μας και ακολούθω στη Καλιφόρνια για συναντήσεις με μεγάλους οργανισμούς στον τομέα της τεχνολογίας. Χαίρομαι γιατί η Κύπρος, η εικόνα, η εντύπωση, τα δεδομένα που υπάρχουν δημιουργούν ένα ελκυστικό περιβάλλον και υπάρχει μεγάλο ενδιαφέρον και γι' αυτό το λόγο είμαι στις ΗΠΑ.
Τι προσδοκάτε από αυτό το επενδυτικό σαφάρι, κύριε Πρόεδρε?
Ο στόχος μας είναι η προσέλκυση ποιοτικών επενδύσεων που θα δημιουργήσουν και νέες θέσεις εργασίας. Γνωρίζετε ότι η κυπριακή οικονομία είναι μια οικονομία με ένα ισχυρό ρυθμό ανάπτυξης, από τους υψηλότερους στην Ευρωζώνη. Το δημόσιο χρέος της χώρας μας είναι κάτω από 66%, αν συγκρίνουμε με το τι γίνεται στην Ευρώπη. Η ανεργία, έχουμε συνθήκες πλήρους απασχόλησης με ανεργία κάτω του 5%. Έχουμε δημοσιονομικό πλεόνασμα. Όλα αυτά δείχνουν ότι η υπεύθυνη δουλειά που γίνεται φέρνει αποτελέσματα και κατ' επέκταση, λαμβάνοντας υπόψη και το γεγονός ότι η χώρα μας είναι πίσω στην κατηγορία Α μετά από 13 χρόνια, δημιουργεί και το ανάλογο ενδιαφέρον για, επαναλαμβάνω, ποιοτικές επενδύσεις. Και είναι σημαντικό αυτό που προκύπτει σε δύο επίπεδα. Το πρώτο είναι η Κύπρος ως επενδυτικός προορισμός σε συγκεκριμένους τομείς, γιατί είναι αυτό που κάνουμε. Υπάρχουν τομείς με ειδικές, αν θέλετε, ιδιαίτερες ευκαιρίες στο τομέα της τεχνολογίας. Σίγουρα η ναυτιλία πάντοτε διαχρονικά ήταν ένας ισχυρός πυλώνας της κυπριακής οικονομίας, η ενέργεια και ούτω καθεξής, αλλά την ίδια στιγμή ο τρόπος που προσεγγίζεται η Κύπρος και ως περιφερειακό κέντρο για επενδύσεις στην ευρύτερη περιοχή της Μέσης Ανατολής. Και θεωρώ ως ιδιαίτερα σημαντική την παρουσία μου εδώ με συνεργάτες μου, με υπουργούς, λαμβάνοντας υπόψη και τα αποτελέσματα των μέχρι στιγμής συναντήσεών μας.
Ενεργειακά. Ξέρω ότι σε 15 μέρες η Exxon θα προβεί σε ανακοινώσεις. Η Chevron, νότια της Κρήτης, ξεκινάει τις δικές της εργασίες. Είμαστε στην αρχή μιας διευθέτησης, κύριε Πρόεδρε. Έτσι τουλάχιστον το βλέπουν οι αναλυτές.
Να πω ότι προηγήθηκε, και αυτό μου αναφέρθηκε και στις συναντήσεις μου, υπογραφή 2 σημαντικών εμπορικών συμφωνιών της Κυπριακής Δημοκρατίας στην Αίγυπτο, με την Αίγυπτο. Στη μία είναι η Chevron, στην άλλη είναι η Eni και η Total. Πήγαμε στο επόμενο στάδιο, στο στάδιο της εμπορευματοποίησης, γιατί εκεί είναι το βασικό δεδομένο, έτσι ώστε να μπορεί και η Κύπρος και η περιοχή, γιατί συνεργαζόμαστε με όλα τα γειτονικά κράτη, ειδικότερα το Ισραήλ και την Αίγυπτο, να παρουσιαστεί η περιοχή ως ένας αξιόπιστος ενεργειακός εναλλακτικός διάδρομος για την Ευρώπη. Γνωρίζω τα δεδομένα στην Ελλάδα με το ενδιαφέρον που έχει εκδηλώσει η Chevron. Θα είμαι, όπως σας είχα προαναφέρει, αύριο στο Τέξας. Θα δω την ηγεσία και της Exxon και της Chevron. Αναμένουμε τα αποτελέσματα της Exxon. Θα είναι σημαντικά στο να καθορίσουν και τα επόμενα βήματα, αλλά και πόσο γρήγορα μπορούμε να κινηθούμε.
Είναι η αρχή της διευθέτησης όλων των διαφορών που υπάρχει στην Ανατολική Μεσόγειο με την υφαλοκρηπίδα.
Να θυμίσω ότι οι χώρες της περιοχής έχουν, τουλάχιστον μπορώ να μιλήσω για την Κύπρο, έχουμε καθορίσει τα θαλάσσια μας σύνορα εδώ και καιρό, 2007, 2010, 2013, δεν με απατάει η μνήμη μου, με όλα τα γειτονικά κράτη. Εμείς δεν έχουμε καμία εκκρεμότητα πέραν από πλευράς Τουρκίας, η οποία αντιλαμβάνεστε ότι δεν σέβεται το διεθνές δίκαιο, την σχετική συνθήκη του 1982. Εδώ είναι σχετική και η συνάντηση που είχαμε την περασμένη εβδομάδα στο Παρίσι, η τηλεδιάσκεψη που έγινε και με τον Σύριο Πρόεδρο. Βγήκε και ένα σχετικό ανακοινωθέν από πλευράς του Γαλλικού Υπουργείου Εξωτερικών που βάζει και αυτή τη διάσταση, ο καθορισμός θαλάσσιων συνόρων στη βάση της σχετικής σύμβασης του 1982 του δικαίου της θάλασσας. Και αν η Τουρκία είναι έτοιμη να συζητήσει με την Κυπριακή Δημοκρατία για τον καθορισμό των θαλάσσιων μας συνόρων στα βόρειο-δυτικά, εμείς είμαστε έτοιμοι να συζητήσουμε.
Τελευταία ερώτηση, Κυπριακό. Συναντηθήκατε με τον κύριο Τατάρ, υπήρχε μια αποστηρικτική δήλωση από τον εκπρόσωπο του Γενικού Γραμματέα. Τα επόμενα βήματα μέχρι τον Ιούλιο.
Σήμερα δεν ξέρω αν είναι δημόσια γνωστό. Ο Γενικός Γραμματέας θα ενημερώσει ανάμεσα σε άλλα θέματα, σε συνάντηση που θα έχει. Είναι γεύμα με αν έχω πληροφορηθεί σωστά, με τα μόνιμα μέλη του Συμβουλίου Ασφαλείας για τα αποτελέσματα της Γενέβης, τα επόμενα βήματα. Με δική μας πρωτοβουλία έγινε συνάντηση στη Λευκοσία πριν να έρθω εδώ στις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες για να αρχίσουμε να υλοποιούμε όσο έχουμε υποσχεθεί στον Γενικό Γραμματέα. Αναμένουμε τις επόμενες μέρες, τα επόμενα 24 ώρα την ανακοίνωση σε σχέση με τον προσωπικό απεσταλμένο, ο ρόλος του οποίου ή της οποίας θα είναι καθοριστικός, έτσι ώστε να φτάσουμε τα τέλη Ιουλίου, που είναι ήδη προγραμματισμένη η επόμενη συνάντηση, να πετύχουμε την επανέναρξη ουσιαστικών διαπραγματεύσεων. Για αυτός είναι ο βασικός στόχος της όλης προσπάθειας μας. Εγώ ευχαριστώ. Να είστε καλά.
Τα πούμε πάνω.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I think following Andreas' speech, there is no need for my presentation. Thank you, Andreas. Dear friends, I'm delighted to join you today at the third Capital Link Cyprus Business Forum here in New York City, a city that has given me so much personally. This is a city very close to my heart. For some of the most formative years of my life, I was a proud New Yorker. It is here that I was blessed, and I'm using the word blessed with the meaning of the word, blessed to study and work, a city that is still home to family. New York is also the great city that instilled in me the notion that we can and must always dream big. In this sense, New York City holds the essence of the American dream, that you work hard with decency and ingenuity, seizing all the opportunity the United States has to offer, and be sure that you will succeed. That is, to me, the meaning of the American dream, and it is a dream that is still alive and continues to inspire. It is no coincidence, dear friends, that I'm joined today in this trip by several cabinet members. We are here to make the case for our country, for Cyprus, as a bold investment destination. The visit also comes at a moment when Cyprus and the United States relations are thriving. Our country's ties are robust, ever-expanding, and ripe with opportunity. Above all, as Andreas very correctly mentioned, they are solidly founded on shared values of mutual respect, democracy, and of course, a joint commitment to fostering economic cooperation and prosperity. Cyprus has proven time and time again that it is a stable, reliable, predictable, trustworthy partner to the United States, as well as to the United States' closest allies in the challenging, yet exceptionally promising region of the Eastern Mediterranean and the greater Middle East. And so, as a new US administration has taken office, opening a new exciting chapter in our bilateral relations, and at a time when the world is undergoing remarkable shifts, I'm particularly excited to engage with each and every one of you, a distinguished group of business leaders, investors, and of course members of our vibrant Cypriot diaspora, which we're very proud. Your continued engagement and collaboration are vital in enhancing Cyprus' global standing and economic footprint. Dear friends, possibly more so than any other place on earth, New York City also encapsulates the idiom location, location, location. And that is precisely one of the key elements that renders Cyprus such a promising investment partner. Of course, geography is a destiny, but it is in our hands to form it. Cyprus lies at the crossroad of Middle East, Europe, Africa, and Asia, A stable European Union member state with long-lasting excellent relations with all of its neighbors, Israel, Lebanon, Jordan, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar. And these relations have not been built overnight, but rather have flourishing, anchored on historic, cultural, political ties that go a very long way back. At the same time, Cyprus brings unique value. It serves as a natural bridge between Europe, the Middle East, the Gulf, and the United States. This positioning is not only geographical, it is also geopolitical. This positioning is very important, and in this regard, it is also a strategic one. It is a characteristic that serves as the springboard that allows us to foster mutually beneficial cooperation and build partnerships that serve a common vision of peace, resilience, and prosperity. Through the most challenging of times, when our partners and our region have needed us the most, Cyprus has risen the occasion. And you know very well that a friend in need is a friend indeed. And Cyprus has consistently acted as a true friend, and in doing so has acted as a pillar of stability and security. We are an active contributor to peace, a credible and consistent partner, firmly anchored to the West, and time again, Cyprus has delivered, not merely reacting to crises, but shaping solutions that are mutually beneficial, and we have been a consistent, reliable, safe harbor for our partners in the region, including, of course, the United States, at times of security crisis. And this is the kind of partner Cyprus is to its region, and of course, to the United States. We are fully cognizant of the geostrategic importance of our region of the Eastern Mediterranean and the greater Middle East. It is actually this potential and opportunity that we are determined to harness, because we believe in a very different narrative for our region than the prevailing one of a region of turmoil. It is up to us to transform it, and of course economic cooperation is a key component into a region of opportunity and prosperity, and this is our vision. This is the vision of our friends in the region. This is a vision that can yield immense benefits also for the United States. Dear friends, in what is an increasingly complex geopolitical landscape, the deepening of strategic alliance, always in a mutually beneficial manner, is not just desirable, but it is essential. And against this backdrop, the partnership between Cyprus and the United States has taken on even greater significance. Throughout my diplomatic and political career, first as a government spokesman, then as a foreign minister, and now as President of the Republic, I have been a steadfast advocate for strengthening the relationship, because I have always believed that Cyprus and the United States, two countries bound by shared democratic values and a common commitment to regional stability and prosperity, are natural partners. Since the beginning of my presidency 2 years ago, I have carried a clear vision for Cyprus-US relations, a vision that the potential is limitless, that is underpinned by a clear and deliberate foreign policy approach. It is guided by mutual trust, strategic alignment, and a shared understanding of the critical role Cyprus can play in advancing peace, security, and prosperity in our region, always through cooperation. And that this cooperation yields tangible benefits for the United States, for Cyprus, for the region, and by extension for our common partners in the region, such as Israel. Today, I'm very I'm very proud to say that our bilateral ties are a juncture when they can be harnessed for remarkable achievements for both our countries. We have deepened our strategic partnership covering critical areas such as defense, security, economy, investment, energy, education, and more. The strategic dialogue launch has cemented not only our enduring partnership, but also our shared vision of promoting peace, stability, and security in our region. It represents a culmination of long-standing cooperation, and it is only the beginning of a new chapter in our relations. In fact, it was during the first Trump administration that there was clarity of vision on the US side on what this partnership can deliver, and that in fact can be groundbreaking. I believe that in the second Trump administration, we can reach unprecedented new historic milestones in our relations. And I really believe that when it comes to US-Cyprus relations, the sky is the limit. Cyprus is also a fervent supporter of transatlantic relations. For Europe, the United States is our greatest, most valuable ally. And of course, dear friends, among partners, there can always be points that require listening mode, taking in grievances and addressing them through dialogue in a way that addresses the concerns of all, always in a mutually beneficial way. And as a committed transatlantic partner, Cyprus is confident that we can work together in good faith to safeguard the prosperity of European and American citizens and businesses. And we are ready to play this role in our capacity during our upcoming presidency of the Council of the European Union in the first half of 2026. Dear friends, stability is not just a matter of security. It is a foundation for sustainable growth, investor confidence, and long-term prosperity. Cyprus, positioned at the crossroads of continents, is not only navigating these dynamics, it is leveraging them. And this is precisely what makes it such a compelling hub for business and investment today. Through responsible governance, fiscal discipline, and of course the resilience of our people, I can state with certainty, I can state with confidence that we have turned the page. Today, Cyprus stands not only as a symbol of resilience, but as a European success story, ready to embrace a new era of sustainable growth and international economic engagement. In 2024, our economy grew by 3.4%, one of the highest rates in the European Union, despite international geopolitical instability and the serious challenge faced by strong Eurozone member states. Our country's public debt has been reduced to below 66% of GDP, representing one of the most significant declines in the European Union. For 2024, we recorded a robust fiscal surplus of over 4%, and Cyprus has also been recently upgraded after 13 years to Category A by all major international rating agencies. This represents a clear vote of confidence in our responsible economic policies. And actually, IMF was in Cyprus and issued a concluding statement last week after they completed their mission, praising the Cyprus economy for demonstrating impressive resilience. Equally positive are the results in the labour market. Today, for the first time since 2008, unemployment in Cyprus stands at 4.9%, achieving full employment conditions. What is more important is the reduction in youth unemployment, which is the highest in the European Union with a rate of 6.2%, while job vacancies are increasing, reflecting a dynamic labour market. Through our long-term vision, we are implementing reforms that enhance transparency, government efficiency, and competitiveness. This vision is supported by targeted policies and initiatives such as revamping our investment strategy and positioning Cyprus as a global center for innovation and sustainable development. Our strategy focuses on attracting investment and talent, making Cyprus a top destination for business and innovation. Key measures include competitive tax policies, regulatory simplification, and specialized incentives for industries like technology, finance, and energy. As a government, we are also investing in digital transformation, infrastructure, and the establishment of innovation centers to foster a vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem. And this approach aims to strengthen Cyprus' appeal as a destination for high-value investments and skilled professionals from around the world. Today, we had also the opportunity to hear from the governor of the central bank and executives of Cypriot banks as they spoke about the new, very promising reality in the banking sector in Cyprus. Our banking sector is now characterized by strong capital and liquidity ratios. Beyond the transformation of the banking sector, Cyprus has earned international recognition for its effective implementation of sanctions, restrictive measures, and the AML directives. At the same time, we are firmly committed to further enhancing our anti-corruption framework through concrete structural reform, with the support also of the US authorities. Dear friends, Cyprus enjoys a strategic geographic position as a trade and investment hub, providing access to global markets, linking Europe, the Middle East, and Africa, and we are very proud of this. Cyprus' familiar and transparent business-friendly legal framework based on English common law, investor protection measures, strong professional services, and financial sector make Cyprus an attractive jurisdiction for expanding international portfolios. While tourism continues to be as one of the traditional sectors, achieved record-breaking arrivals and revenues in 2024, Cyprus' value proposition extends well beyond the traditional industries, with expanding opportunities in energy, in education, innovation, and technology. Cyprus is also emerging as a thriving hub for technology, especially for fintech, regtech, and game tech companies, offering an innovation-friendly business environment, strategic EU access, and strong financial incentives for global firms looking to expand. Over the past decade, Cyprus' technology and fintech sectors have expanded at an exceptional pace, now accounting for more than 13% of our GDP. As a government, we actively facilitated this growth through favourable tax incentives, grants, and expedited licensing processes for fintech firms, positioning Cyprus as a prime hub for both startups and established enterprises. Ladies and gentlemen, Cyprus' role in strategically reshaping its energy landscape and its role as a key energy player in the Eastern Mediterranean deserves special mention. A key part of this transformation is the development of several major projects and commercial opportunities, and the presence of energy giants, including US companies such as ExxonMobil and Chevron, is a testament of the immense potential of the energy sector in Cyprus. Another critical opportunity lies in Cyprus' natural gas resources in its exclusive economic zone. Cyprus, together with neighboring countries, especially Israel and Egypt, aim to create the Eastern Mediterranean Energy Corridor, which could include the transportation of natural gas and eventually hydrogen and green energy from renewable sources. Cyprus is also advancing its effort in LNG imports through the development of the LNG terminal, with plans to regasify LNG for power generation. This is expected to drive further business opportunities in energy infrastructure and contribute to regional energy diversification. These developments, combined with Cyprus' strong push for renewable energy and storage, present a compelling environment for investors and energy companies to capitalize on emerging energy markets and infrastructure projects in our region. Last but not least, we boast a proud maritime tradition spanning over 3,500 years. Cyprus, since gaining independence back in 1960, has embraced shipping as a key pillar of its political and economic identity, evolving into a modern maritime state. With a strong sovereign flag and a well-established resident shipping industry, Cyprus offers high standards and quality services. Today, we're very proud that shipping contributes around 7 to 8% of our GDP and supports over 60,000 jobs, both onshore and at the sea. And this progress was made possible. I would like to mention this and thank Polis and Andreas and all the people in the shipping industry. This progress was made possible through the close, very constructive cooperation between public authorities and the private shipping sector. Dear friends, the economic progress we have achieved provides a solid foundation for looking outward with confidence, with ambition, and with clear sense of purpose. Cyprus is a leading destination for foreign direct investment, with net FDI stock reaching 86.6 billion euros in 2023, which is equivalent to approximately 275% of our GDP. This reflects not only investor confidence, but also the strength of our business ecosystem. In recent years, we have seen strong inflows from the United States and across Asia, including the Middle East. And Cyprus is increasingly chosen by international companies as a base for regional headquarters, offering access to both developed and emerging markets. US companies are already demonstrating strong confidence in the potential of the Cypriot market, notably the financial services, technology, and real estate sectors currently represent the top 3 categories of foreign direct investment from the United States into Cyprus. And building on this solid foundation, we are committed to further expanding and deepening these investment ties in the years ahead. My visit to the United States forms part of a 3-state tour: New York, Texas, and California, exactly designed to highlight the growing potential of the Cypriot economy and to explore untapped economic opportunities in specific economic sectors with one of our most valued partners, the United States. In each of these states, starting here in New York and continue on to Houston and San Francisco, my delegation and I are engaging with business leaders, investors, and policymakers to strengthen the economic dimension of our bilateral relationship. We are here not only to showcase Cyprus' dynamic and resilient economy, but also to identify areas where synergies between our economies and business communities can be expanded for our mutual benefit. Dear friends, as we bring this conference to a close, I want to express my sincere appreciation for the insightful exchanges and the spirit of partnership that has defined our discussion today. The relationship between Cyprus and the United States is one of remarkable potential, and it is my firm belief that we can reach unprecedented new heights in this new chapter, always for the interest of our countries and our peoples. Special thanks to the organizers and to all of you for your attention, your engagement, and your continued interest in Cyprus. As I have said, sky is our limit. Thank you very much.
He's a very important person in the community here. The American big
President from the state of New Jersey.
How are you?
Good to see you. Thank you. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. I used to be with the Governor Murphy, and now he oversees international economic relations. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here.
Hi, sir. From the government of New Jersey.
Η κυρία Πεταλίδη, αδερφή του. Μπράβο.
Όλα καλά. Αύριο φεύγω από το Τέξας για την μέρα του Λάλος του Φρανσίσκου. Ναι, πολλά.
Κύριε Πρόεδρε, Κατερίνα Νασίκα είναι
Η πρέσβης της Ελλάδος στην Ουάσιγκτον.
Καλώς ορίσατε.
Να είστε καλά, να είστε καλά.
With us. A number of senior government officials from Cyprus and Greece, also ambassadors,